Good morning, everybody. Jim here, and today I decide, since I have few more days, because here for Christians is the big week, um, to do something special and essentially to do a challenge account. Now, what do I mean by a challenge? I mean uh, to get. Let me actually remove that. All right, and the logo. Nice. To do a challenge account, which will be 100 to whatever. Okay, 100 to 1,000 or 100 to 3,000. Um, Here are the rules. I mean, there are no rules because it's personal challenge. As you can see, the account is live. I just created for this challenge just to kill some time. Okay. Now let's see what we have as a ground rules. Right. This is. Let me give me 1 second. Just to see if it has some update. No. All right. I check every day for this because sometimes the developers of the tools they do updates, so we need to do that as well. Now, here are the ground rules. Uh, Let me, so, in this challenge, it is 100 to whatever. All right, let's say 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever. Right now, there are some rules that I always do. Now, this challenge is to show to you that no matter the losses, anybody can do it and anybody can make money if you stick to a certain plan. All right. Now, the goal here is not only to make money, but also withdraw, because a lot of people, what they do, the biggest mistake that they do is they try to grow and grow and grow and grow the account. And if you have seen, expert advisors that show that, you grow the account exponentially, but they will never withdraw and take one big loss just to lose everything. Okay. Now, in our what we do and what we will do is we not only, I mean, this, you see, it run. Normally I should have closed, but whatever. um Back to what I was saying is that let me see what we will do, the ground rules. Okay, we will every day, all right, that we make, no matter the amount, doesn't matter the profit, we will always withdraw 50%, and we will leave 50% to the account to grow. Now, sometimes it might not be 50%, it might be 60%, or it might not be 50%, it might be 40%, depending the profit. The goal and the thing that I want to instill in you is to always withdraw. Okay, always withdraw some of the profit. Now, the first withdraw, depending the amount that you deposit, you want to be, if it's small amount, you want to be your initial risk, or 30% of that. So if I had deposit 10,000, I would want to withdraw ideally the first 3,000. So maybe 10,000, I made it 12,000. Okay, I withdraw 3,000, for example. All right, have inside 9,000. Now I'm like 1,000 below my initial balance. Now, why would I do that? Because I want to remove my risk from the market. Okay, very important. Now, here I have open two positions, no, three, four positions from phone, and I have put bigger stop loss because it is more long term play, like the one that we did earlier the week with 720 pips, right? And we have two more positions that I open right now, and we taken the first partial, right? And added break even. Now the risk of the trade is $5 per trade. It wasn't that risk, the amount that I was risking. Okay, initially I risked $3, very tight stop loss, made it like $12 very fast in a scalp. So did it again, and when I go to 400, I increase my risk. Okay, and I took those long-term plays. Now you might say, "Oh my God, you're risking like 150 on that position and the other position." I try to do something that is called asymmetric compound. Okay, essentially, let's say I close everything now and risk, make 50. I could risk on a good setup, let's say $25. So this would give me, if it works on my um, on plays in my favor, it would exponentially grow my account. Okay, but I need to be smart, not to risk the principal. Okay, risk a percentage of the profit for a good upside reward. I won't risk, for example, let's say I make, $200. I won't risk $100 to make $100, or half of the profit just to make, you know, um, a small percentage. I would risk $100 to make $1,000, to make $3,000. Does that make sense? Very, very important. So those positions, I mean, small, and you could see it's like 14, 7, 6, 6, and those two are, you know, those. You don't need to do that in the beginning. I am a little bit more experienced. That's why. Now this is grid, by the way. Okay, because if you have like 500, doesn't matter that I started with 100, I still made 500, right? If you have 500 and this is like 35% of the profit, and you don't secure it, it's dumb. All right, but we have some long term plays, um and actually, um we could take a partial here, but I mean, if it is around here, so maybe we could do. here. So as long as the price goes here, and okay, here. And by the way, we look here. We have some bigger plates. We look something on here. And oh, I want to have like way longer here. It doesn't mean that I will exit here. Okay, I put it there just if the price, goes there. It's not because it's gold. Maybe a big drop happen. Okay, maybe I will go and sleep. Whatever. Right. Let me check another account because I have shared stuff. And I can close that. Right. Now, if I had finished the session here, okay, it would be 700. I would had withdraw 300 to 400. All right. Because you know that's what we need to always withdraw profit, not keep you know the capital. So if you lose it, you will have made money. Very important, right? Very important task. Not many people do that, and that is a problem for me. Those trades are being shared on or similar to those on my VIP group. If you want to join, good, that's great. Um, you will find a link in the description. You can join in the free group, and on the free group, I don't send free trades. Just to be honest, I just share my thoughts and what do I believe or how I see the market, or if I enter somewhere, I could say, hey, I'm looking at that level. It's not like the free groups that you find on Telegram, usually that they send a lot of free trades in order to lure you on the VIP group. We don't need that. We don't. I mean, that's it's like private community. Now, I want to be honest with you. I'm looking to maybe transition those stuff or some of those stuff to also Discord, right? Now, why would I want to do that? The main reason is because the people cannot comment, and if they open and be able to comment, it would be a disaster because it would be an endless conversation, an endless scroll. While with Discord, if you are someone is good on creating Discord and moderate it, it will have sections so the conversations won't be feel like it's lost and endless scrolling. We will be able to tag people, we will be able to tag important things. We will be able to create a section on the left side on Discord. As you know, probably you are a member on many Discords with different things, and also people to be able to say and form their opinion, or maybe you learn, not you learn, you heard something that I haven't heard. For example, that country go to war, or they prepare for that, and notify everybody, so we will act accordingly. For example, on the I gave a buy to everybody on the tariff announcement, and we cut it from 2,975 or something like that, or 85, right? um yeah, and I did, you know many of those stuff. That's that. Now let's look what else. uh, close. I mean, I know it will drop today a lot, but doesn't mean it will hit my TP. But should I secure something? Because I have long-term plays, I have short-term plays. I mean, it will increase my balance, but at the end of the day, also I need to point to you, it's harder. I mean, this $100 can become 1 million, and the way that we do it, okay, or I do it, is, if it became here 1 million, it means I will have withdraw also, 1 million, because I always take 50% of the profits from the table. Okay, as you know me, Thunder Pro, in other prop firms, I always, always taking some profit off the table. Right now, we can take this. I was very slow at that. I mean, we take $50, as you saw. We risk $5, right? So, and I was slow, but that's so. Essentially, it's like we have like 0.02 lots more, right? And you know, in terms of overall lot size exposure, and even if we lose, we will lose $5 out of the 55 that we do. And if we manage to go here, as you could see here, about 3.80 R, right? Actually, let me settings say in 3.80 R, almost 4 R. It will take the partial, that would be that amount, and it will automatically put break even. So if we manage, we will make more profit, essentially close to our risk, and also we will run free. Back to what I was saying, is that it is easier to make, to go to 1 million. Now you might say, oh my god, 1 million, so much money. Yes, it is, but you need to understand some things. When you pass the initial levels, right, which means start making money, it's easier, right? It's easier. What do I mean? Okay, to go from 100 to 500, okay, you need to grind. Take a lot of positions to scalp, secure. Do not let it, you know, um, secure fast. Small position, small lot size. To go from 500 to 1000, okay, you can even go with one position, okay, even if you open, 0.15 and cuts, 200 pips or 150 pips, it would be like, $200. So um to give you an example, let's say from 100 to go to 500, I risk, $5, and I managed to do that, right? Then from going to from 500 to 1000, if I risk $10 or $7, I won't need double the positions that I made from 100 to 500. I will need half of those positions. Does that make sense? So, yeah, that's that. And let's actually set here. Now, here's the thing, I should secure some profit, and I will have a long-term play, which is that one, but I don't expect to go there. Now you see. Let me remove that. Now, why I remove the risk here? Because I want to enter if it goes higher at a better spot, maybe somewhere around. Does that make sense? Actually, let me take all the risk. I could have the exit at little, not little, a lot better, but mm, I will take the buy. I will go here on the other account. I will Now I see the price is dropping. Actually, I could have like $100 more. Now that I think about it. But, back to what I was saying is now I risk, for example, $5, right? Now, when I go to 1,000, oh my God, no, 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 no. If I go to 1,500 and I start, risking more, it would be easier to make, to double, not double, but, making more on that, if that makes sense. No, 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 no. Was it bad play on my end? Yes, it was. But, my God, they saved. Now, overall, I'm looking for the sell, right? Just to be clear. Let me move it higher and put here the break even. And here. Now back to what I was saying is I need, half the positions essentially. Especially if I cut something like hopefully this. Here, for example, is our double the risk. I could Because if I had that those position would be 0.05. But what we want a part of the move, right? Now, most of you believe that in order to make money, you need a prop firm or high capital, or but as you could see, it can be done. Okay, and by the way, you don't need to make like $900 to say, "Oh, I made." You could make $100, 150, $80. You withdraw 40, leave 40. The next day you have a little bit more. Don't be discouraged from one bad day or one bad week. Okay, because if we look in the span of 1 year, yeah, you will have a couple bad weeks, couple bad months. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, is money in, money out. And the way that I do is, even if I lose, for example, I will have withdraw some money. Okay, that's very important, guys. Very important. No, it's better. And actually, I will go into the IC markets account and I will try withdraw. Now, it won't happen instantly because IC markets is based on Australia. And by the way, you see how faster you you make back. It becomes easier. It's not still easy. Okay, it would be easy when you go 10,000, 20,000, because you will essentially risk the same lot size you will have. Now withdraw here, and let's start with for the day with 100 and let's say 50. Let's start with that. Obviously, we will do more withdrawals in the day, but also we need the margin to be able to open a bigger position. Now, I will receive an email which I will need to confirm. Now, the withdrawal will happen between 12 o'clock at night, my night, and 6, 7 in the morning, essentially on Australia morning, because this is when they approve. Uh, some brokers, they have like instant few hours because they have like support 24/7. Other brokers, takes on their working hours. Now keep in mind, this is a real skill, real money, a real broker, not prop firm. that will want to how to put it. Is it my PC freeze? Χριστό, δώσε μου το τηλέφωνο να δει κάτι ο μπαμπάς. Μπράβο, μωρέ. Hello, guys. My PC froze. I'm back. So, yeah. Still froze. Let's see. Hello, guys. Jim here. I'm back. My PC froze. I'm back as I was trying to do a withdraw, essentially not withdraw, to confirm my in the email the withdraw amount. Do that. Now keep in mind, 150. I confirm. Keep in mind that out. Um, come on, I have too many things open and PC right processing. So back to I will reply to that later. Um, Back to what I was saying is, guys, keep in mind you don't need to make back to what I was saying is you don't guys need to make how to put it uh, 900 1000 in order to make money. Okay, you could make you know $200, $100, $50. Okay, now the goal is to withdraw half of those, right? Withdraw half of those, and take the other half. Essentially, leave the 50% to compound, withdraw the 50%. 50% withdraw, 50%. And now that I catch it better, see, I can, put it higher. So why I say it's easier. And let's say back to what I was saying, you make $100, right? You withdraw 50%, $50. You leave 50%, $50 to compound. Next day you will have a little bit more money, a little bit more money. Most of the people they want to make all the money in one go, in one trade, in one you know thing, and they don't take partials, they don't put break even. And by the way, here I don't need to. I could have break even. I could reduce my risk if I want to. Example here, or click here a button, they boom break even. Every position will break even, so no loss from my end. Exit at good spot actually. This is I put like where I want the parcel to happen. By the way, put this one on throws. I put it manually. Now I could have exit at better spot, but here's the thing: we don't know that you know that spot was the perfect the exit. But still, I would have like 1,150 plus whatever I need right now, and I can this for example. So it will be my risk, and actually I want to save. I can re-enter, no problem with that. So I take 20, I risk 6, 7. Balance, progress. Better, maybe I would risk on that, and actually Listo? And if it works, I don't need much of amount for this to work. Obviously, I adjust my ah, still coming to the add negative impact. uh, I do believe in the buy. I will take one more. I'll take I want it more. That one. Good. I say no, that one is good, and I took. Oh my god! If it goes, let me put it. So I could have been at break even, but this what it is. Here, actually, I can take 0.03 my risk or part of my risk, because if I lose, I 6, $12. I should have left that one at where it was. you think we will make a new high? That's a question. That could be a question. Here I don't secure fast, but I have, you know, a little bit capital now. Now, if this goes, 100 pips, it would be like $200 for us. You see, it's easier. And what is our risk? $6 per trade. It's not gonna break the bank. Okay. Even if we lose 100 in a row, we will lose, $600. We're not looking to have this type of performance, but you know, actually, wait, a bit more. I want here. Go there, there. I will need to fix that. 3, 2, 3, 2. I break even. No, no, no. Break even. Uh, for I was hoping on the reversal, but should we risk a little bit? That's 10 times out. And if it work that one, we will take like $10-20 if this works. If this makes, 20-30 dollars to reduce our overall risk, we'll do. Unless we take, price reach there and we manage to secure a partial. And by the way, when we hit make a little bit more, I will go and withdraw another 150. And why I withdraw like 100? I mean, the first should have been like 100. My initial risk, you know, maybe a little bit. Um, I don't see enough pressure up, so maybe I will change my bias. By the way, a lot of those trades I have again shared on the VIP group. So, for example, if you had started with $100, you would have made approximately the same. Not exactly the same because I open the trade goes to Telegram, and from Telegram you copy that trade. So there is some time involved, depending the risk that you use, the change that you do on the copier. For example, I changed that from $3 to $5 to $6. Um, Also, you might have exit something manually when you saw a lot of money, or exit earlier because at some point it was making 200, 300. You might see a lot of money, and do your own, management on the account. And by the way, today the day is 17. I mean, we can see it here actually. And by the way, this is like 1 hour trade. It's not 1 hour. It's not 1 hour. It is about, to be honest, it's about 2 hours and 20 minutes, because you show the account as when I open the PC and sit there from 400, but I had taken some in the morning sales from 8 o'clock, 8:30 that I wake up. By the way, give me some time. I need to prepare something and I will be back. Hello everyone, I'm back. Uh, I see. We were that close to, I mean, even the spreads. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Uh, now I'm ready. I'm back. And by the way, if we make today, for example, 2000, right? We will withdraw at the end of the day um, half, but we also withdraw like periodically. Too bad that here, I mean, if I had it here, it would be a thousand times better. If we hit that, we obviously make back our previous. I believe we will hit. Probably somewhere around here. And put break even. So yeah. And if it goes somewhere around here is the other one, I believe. The other two actually. We are having hard time to pass that area. Initially I was about the sell, but I can see price going to 31, 3,331, and even 40. Actually, I can see it going even to 45, 48. Let's see. Too bad price didn't move in our way. This one. I move this manually because I see some struggle in the price, so why not? Come on. Come on. It will hit our stop loss. Let me put it there. And then it will move in our direction. Should I put it there? Too bad, too bad, too bad. Mm. That's manipulation is happening. We need to catch a good. Now if it goes there, still won't be that great. But at least we will recover. And I put too much risk on those two trades. I didn't like that. I didn't manage it the way that's supposed to. Need about $60. And if you break even, that would be a problem. Do not have the pressure to pass this. So the spread's opening, so that might be a sign. Come on. Bad for me. Too bad for me. That actually might help us. Otherwise, that would be a big loss. That's why we need cuts that reverse. Right now, the goal is more to exit than to make, profit. So if it push around here, which I don't think so, fuck, come on, pressure. I'm risking now a lot because I believe in the push. Right? But no, it's now 50%. And let's try to cut a swing position. If it reverses here. There is no point to open it here actually because it's very close. But if let me move that higher because this could actually be a very big winner now that I see. We judge the market as we go, guys. In this certain scenario, it worked to me more because if it works, actually, I will make anywhere to between 300 to 500 to 1000. So it worked to me to risk half of the profit since I have typed withdraw the initial balance. But if this works, that's why I'm monitor the market closely, very close. We could go to 32 right now and even 40. We'll go, even 25 if we go to 30. It would be 15, we'll go 35 or 45. But of course, if we, progress, we will taking, partials, obviously. 40. So we have a couple goals. One is to go like 1000, put some break evens, take some partials or some positions. So we will have less exposure in the market. And the second goal is to swing a couple positions, not every position. Keep in mind, we don't move the stop loss all the time. But when we believe, you know, there is the high probability of reversal, and also there is a high probability of, you know, good reward, and we have the balance, Very important. If I was at $100, I would have taken, $3, $5 stop loss, and I have had the re-enter. Does that make sense? Let's see now. Because that might be it. Many people here try to sell, and Χριστό, εκεί. Χριστό, εκεί. Μπράβο. Yes. Yes. Come on. If that works, I'm happy for the reading the market, reading that manipulation. I couldn't pinpoint it exactly, but it was a key here, that area. It was key, very key. Now we might see the market pushing, 200 pips, 300 pips, whatever. Even making a new high from here, to be honest. We might see that. So, yeah. Four hundred, 400, 400. Not that it will. We might swing like one position till there. 400. Come on. Come on. If we break that area, we'll go up. Mm-hmm. I have my kid here watching YouTube stuff. Let us see. Probably we're about to take a partial. Okay, it added break even. Come on. Okay, we're about to take a good partial actually here and close. Should I take that? Yes, I should. And here we need another, I don't know, 67. We try to swing, couple positions, close something. Thinking about to close this. about to take here a partial, probably. Come on. So much struggle. Did you see the update on the phone? Here it says it has a countdown timer and it has some. On mobile, it has it like trading view, for example. This one, countdown timer, it has it here. So you will be able to see when the candle is closing, right? That was good. So now be patient. $20. Okay. Now, if we go here, I believe we close that. We get some more parts. Very close. We got another. No, it's in the other account. Now this should push up. believe in that too. But I have exposure. So now I have like 10, 20, 31, 38, 0.38 lots. Okay, goes 200 pips. You see now from here, it goes 200 pips. Oh, we kind of double the account. It would be very cool if this was. here. Now I believe we are way better. We didn't catch huge, move. But what can we do? One 35. If we catch 200 pips, we will do it. Now what I will do is I will go again side and I will withdraw. I will hit another another 100. Okay, I haven't received yet the email. If I don't receive the email and hit confirm, it won't process it. Okay. So the first deposit happened at 8:25. So we have two processing payouts, 150 and 150, so 300. Also compound the account. Probably I will do another one at 150 a little bit later. And or maybe a little bit more. So the goal is to have about 500, 600 inside, withdraw another 500, 600, and go from there. And I don't want to have very big bid though. We could had kept the positions to swing, but you know it was too risky, right? So we don't looking to capture all the move. For example, it goes from low to high, then a little bit low, then no high, a little bit low, a little bit high. We don't looking to capture all the move. We might capture from here to here or to here, and from here capture and let the risk reward do the work, the compounding, the balance, um, and all the good stuff, right? For example, here. Oh, by the way, this one I wouldn't actually need. We needed to put more lot size to make any significant impact. Uh, Actually, you know what? If it goes $4, come on, one push, one good push we need here. Now I'm Oh no, no. Hmm. wanted to have here we had very very good, let's say, one push to let this 5 5 here 5 here here 34 4 4 4 good manipulation. We go here, we extract profit. So that's why you need to secure transaction. We have about how much? 20 lots about. So right now I will draw another 150. And I will upload it. Need to go on the email. withdrawn, and the balance increased. Now let's say we left with 1,100, for example, right? 1,100 50 equals 650. We started with 100. Probably I will need to withdraw another between 100 to 150 because I calculate to have 1,100, but I have 1,200, but I might hit stop loss, right? So yeah, that's that. Or we might hit, take profit and go, 1,300 or 400. Uh, yeah, and the goal is maybe if I trade more or in the next session or tomorrow, make a little bit more. Of course, when it goes 600, my risk per trade will be $5, and I won't drag, for example, the stop loss if I have multiple positions. Yeah, take one more. We could definitely could have been 1,500, but the goal is, as I said, not to take them, to exit at the, for example, capture a big part of them. Now, if this works, 11, 15, 19, 26, 100 pips here. But market is choppy. Goes up, down, up, down, up, down. I don't believe we will be able to capture 100 pips in one go. Like getting a break, for example. Many people think that this is not possible. Maybe we will continue after the big week because right now is big holiday for Christians and it's not that I want to do this like because we have the other account that I send signals and we have the challenges and the live accounts. I mean, we do so much stuff. Or we name this the road to 100K. So if we make 100K, obviously we will have withdraw another 100K. we try to enter with 2 pips. We enter with 4. The ones that say, oh, this cannot be done. So, okay. Mm, now, right. 6 and 6.2 pips. Have like what spreads like 1 pip. How many now? I have 10, 20, 28, 35. This. Yes, I will let it. I won't touch it. Only I want to take profit. Here, and if it move, it move. If it hits stop loss, it hits stop loss. see how. Okay. I won't take more positions in this session. Maybe I will take in about 2 3 hours or not. And that's it. I will stop the video here, leave the positions. Either we will hit break even or stop loss or take the partial and break even, or swing. I'm not gonna touch those positions. So that's that. And yeah, see you either tomorrow or in the next session or tomorrow or the next week. And cheers.